What's up, gamers? I could say that I decided they should talk over the cutscenes just because of the fact that in most of the LEGO games especially, there's like copyrighted music playing over that part in LEGO games, and I should just obscure that. I've seen this opening cutscene way too many times.
My ring's power is the power of hope, but it can only really
Is the power of hope, but it can only... shut up. I do kind of like that they make the story all about like the lantern rings. Have a kind of a big element be about like how there's different kinds of lanterns other than the green lanterns, which are honestly the most boring types of lanterns.
Wait a minute. If none of us are responsible,
Is that the person who like runs the rings of passion or whatever? Honestly, haven't played this game in a while. I know how to get through like the basic stuff at the beginning.
The city records office just back that way.
Probably
right here.
that was a voice crack there. It's kind of funny. I probably shouldn't say anything really too important during the cutscenes just because of the fact that there's some other voices kind of speaking, you know, because you know, like there's other people speaking in the cutscenes, you know, because that's how a cutscene works unless there's no dialogue. I don't even know what I'm blabbering on about. I'm sorry, you didn't hear that. No, not at all. Anyways, so I'd like to make an announcement. I have caught a pretty common household disease that is called anime. Yeah, I know. I have finally I have finally plunged my way into the dark, treacherous depths that is anime and anime culture. I'm sorry about this, Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, but yes, I have fallen into the disease, and it's actually not that bad. You know, it does give you some mild problems like lung cancer, but you know, it's overall like pretty nice. Like you get to watch, you know, cool animes. Like right now, I'm watching Death Note, and which is like probably one of the most popular animes besides like Pokemon, which technically isn't even an anime right now because it's currently being produced in America. And also Naruto, which I probably won't watch. I don't think I would be that interested in it, honestly. But yeah, so of course I'm watching Death Note, which is a really good show, but I'm also watching a certain other anime that will currently go unnamed. At least until you're 18. Well, maybe not. Actually, I shouldn't recommend the show to anyone over 18 because of certain things. But I probably shouldn't recommend it to anyone who's too young. What am I blabbering on about again? I swear I know how to get through this. Oh yeah, I get the biochemical suit. Whoa! I like that you can just switch between suits at a whim. I almost said at a limb. Oh, at a limb. Haha. yeah, shut up. Yeah, so Death Note has been pretty good. However, I'll probably talk about it in a different video. Maybe I could catch you up on all the other bands that I'm listening to. However, I might mostly do that in another video. I know that this isn't going to be the video, but I know that I definitely want to reserve like a whole video talking about the Beatles and one about Pink Floyd because I've heard their music and there's a lot of weird, cool stuff happening. You know, they're good, talented musicians. They're not necessarily. Well, they are my type of music, but they're not necessarily, like, the bestest stuff. But, you know, Well, besides Pink Floyd. But, you know, they're pretty good. Yeah. Man, my commentary is really good and really expert and really deep, I swear. Nani? Konnichiwa! That's like the most stereotypical person. This is the most stereotypical thing like a non-Japanese person would think the Japanese people speak like, oh yeah, this is for the Batman detective suit, yeah. I guess I'll tell you, I picked up this game. I didn't pre-order it because I kind of stopped pre-ordering. I just stopped deciding to do it because honestly, you don't usually get that much of a bonus. Usually you get like pre-order bonuses, but usually those end up being available to the public after like a year or so. And usually and most of the time I don't even complete new games that I just bought within the first year that they happen. No, I just like kind of play them for a while and then I move on to something else. Oh, sorry you had to hear that. That was worse than 9/11 and other stuff altogether. I've already made this joke. I haven't done a Let's Play in like way too long to be socially acceptable. Let's see it. Yeah, I remember this game. I got it like about on launch day because I like all the other Batman things. Actually, I got this before I even got Lego Batman 2. Because I just kind of like bought that like right before I started doing Let's Plays of it, which is different than like most Lego games where I've already had them for a couple years before I start playing them. But yeah, that one I had just bought it before I started doing Let's Plays of that game. And you know, since it's October and stuff and it's the spooky season and things, you should probably expect to see more Let's Plays of Lego Batman games. Or not. Why am I saying Lego Batman games? No, you'll also see Let's Plays of just Lego games in general, honestly. Honestly, sometimes I get the layout of this level confused a tiny bit with like the Ace Lab Chemicals level in Lego Batman 2. Mostly because I have played Lego Batman 2 a lot more recently than I have played this game. For some reason. I've been trying to complete that. Whereas with this game, I've gotten pretty far, around like 90% or something. I just haven't tried to go to the challenge of beating like all the Lantern planets or anything. Because like those are just like big major collectathons that I'm not even interested in going on. Like honestly, I have better games to 100% complete than most Lego games. Even though this is kind of one of the better Lego games. Like it's up there as like almost as one of the greats. But why can't I pick up the stuff? Why can't I pick up the stuff? I probably can. I'm just missing something.
You know, it never hurts to ask for help.
Wait, hold on. Heroes and hazards. Okay, so I guess it doesn't say that I can pick up the goo. It only says, so maybe I can't pick up the goo. It only says that I'm shielded and protected from it. Yeah, that was a very basic hint. I shouldn't even have clicked on that. I guess I didn't click. I'm not playing this with a mouse. Honestly, I don't even like. I've talked about this before, but I don't like the computer, like keyboard and mouse setup. However, recently I actually had a borderline spiritual experience, where. Or wait, no, I know I can deal with these. Or wait, no, I can't in this seat because apparently I don't have access to the batarangs. So by the way, it seems like every game, during every Lego Batman game, they frick. How am I going to get over here? I guess I have to solve the puzzle. can't go too far out. Honestly, that would be the easy way out. I should know that I won't be able to solve it that way. Hold on, how far can I go? I guess the suit kind of swims on top of the bottom. I thought this would sink to the bottom and I could get those studs. Hold on. Sorry you had to hear that. If you did hear that, I covered up the microphone pretty well. If you did hear that, then that's probably worse than 9/11, honestly. I won't even describe what happened in case you didn't hear. Yeah, I guess I can reach those with my blaster gun if the game feels like I should and if it feels right. Okay, now can I build it? Do I seriously need more stuff? I guess I probably need more stuff that the Batman detective suit is going to uncover for me. Okay, maybe I didn't know this level as well as I thought I did. See, I can't destroy that golden toilet. Or wait, no, I can build this. So of course I struggled for nothing. I guess I wouldn't even call that a struggle. That was too weak to be a struggle. Yeah, Man, I love self-censorship. It just makes it so that no one knows what you're talking about. Or not talking about. No one knows what you're saying. I guess what's a discussion point? Last time I decided they should talk about They Might Be Giants, and usually it seems that every time I try to go through all the They Might Be Giants albums in order, I end up like just failing miserably and having a lot of problems, but I might continue that to see if I can do it better and also if it's not as long and drawn out, and see if I don't get interrupted as many times in the conversation, because that's usually the problem, is that I get interrupted a bunch. Not by myself, or no, not by anyone else, but by the game and myself. I shouldn't get interrupted by anyone else. It's like F tier. That would make this like an F tier Let's Play, and this is like at least D tier in Let's Plays. Like at least, you know, just give me that much credit. This isn't the worst Let's Play out there. There's probably a billion 9-year-olds playing Minecraft out there that are worse than me. Yeah, about Minecraft, I should probably make an announcement. I've been holding this one in for a long time, but I'm finally going to let it rip. Okay, stopped myself before I made a fart joke, but I don't know why it doesn't give me a hint on why to do that, how to do that, but yet it gives me a hint on, oh, you can run through the toxic sludge! Ah! I know my gameplay sucks right now. I've been trying to get better at like, Let's Playing games for, at playing games for like my Let's Plays, and usually I found out that the way to do it is by just playing the game beforehand. But I played this beforehand not too long. Or wait, no. How did I not see how to solve this puzzle? It's so obvious. Okay. Wait, that just permanently shuts it off? If you just do, okay, no. Well, it does it for a certain amount of time. They need to use the detective vision on a certain thing. Yeah, this game is cool. Honestly, it might probably be.
Let's just get going.
one of the last Lego games I actually buy. Is really, I'm not as into playing Lego games as I used to. Like, they're still fun, they're still fine and all, but I just don't have the same passion for them as I used to, and I think I have a lot more fun Let's Playing other games. See, now I remember this level a little bit more, now that I get to this part. I think around this area, there's usually, in each level, you have to rescue, like, a certain amount of, not Stan Lee's, because that's Marvel Comics, Adam West's, I think. Also, for some reason, I remember there's some kind of, like, weird ad campaign or whatever, where, like, Conan O'Brien was, like, a playable character, I guess because he paid TT Games, I can't speak today, he paid TT Games, like, a certain amount where they're like, okay, fine, you can be in our goofy Lego game. I don't even know what Conan O'Brien would have to do with DC Comics. Also, one gripe I do have with this game, because I don't have a beef with video games. Yeah, I don't have that horribly inflated of an ego that I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start a rap style beef with another video game that's infinitely out of my power. And in terms of, like, what am I saying? Like, no. Oh yeah, you hear that? That's what true video gamers call button mashing. Oh! 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 Oh yeah, so it was Adam West. So you have to rescue Adam West every time during this level. I might have rescued this Adam West, but I don't honestly remember how to. I remember I looked so dumb the first time I played this, trying to, like, rescue Adam West, even though I really should have known that I couldn't. Yeah. Who knew that I could be that dumb that recently? Yeah, just as I suspected, you slide off of the surface. Even though that makes no logical sense with what the surface is. How do you slide off, like, a cage surface when you're, like, when your foot gets stuck or something within the cage? Within the rusty cage? Well, it wasn't rusty. I swear I was talking about something interesting before, but it just really lost me. I probably should have taken, in this intro, I probably should have taken another crack at, like, doing the whole intro of, like, like, you know, the whole Beatles thing of, like, I think it's, like, John Lennon is, like, recording in the studio, and then, like, he's like, and then, like, some guy comes in, probably George Martin, the true fifth Beatle, like, comes into the studio. At least I would assume it's George Martin, and he's like, and he messes around with the reels, and then, and then, like, John Lennon just, like, just, like, tells to him, don't be changing the frickin' reels in the middle of a tape, except with, like, heavier profanity than what I just, said. Even though that was probably the hardest frick I've ever hit in my life. I've never hit a frick that hard. Like, I hit that frickin' frick harder than frickin' Sammy Classic Sonic fan. You frickin' fricks. Honestly, I almost wish I got the idea to rant about Sonic and get popular like Sammy Classic Sonic fan did, you know, and just, like, intentionally pitch up my voice and make it super annoying, rant about Sonic. The only problem is that I'm not knowledgeable enough about Sonic to rant about it for that long. I'm more of a Mario guy. Yeah, I barely know anything about Sonic. Honestly, I don't even think I'm as knowledgeable in Mario as, like, Sammy Classic Sonic fan is in Sonic. Is there anything over here? I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to help you. I think this is something for, like, Solomon Grundy to do, if I remember, in the game, where he can, like, just phase through the mud or whatever.
I'm wondering if maybe we should start going after the criminals who live in the good neighborhoods.
Robin, look, I know you're scared, but we have a job.
I don't know, I guess I'm staying quiet during this cutscene.
That doesn't freak you out?
That's
I don't know if that music would honestly be copyrighted.
Actually, a bad.
Copyrightable. Copyright flagged!
crime fighters can.
Yeah, I said that in, like, my first Let's Play. I was like, I was like the dumb frickin' idiot that I was at that point. I was like frickin', like, just, I was playing the game, and then, and I was just like, hope this music isn't copyright flagged! Which is already the wrong term. But then, like, I say that even though it's obviously music from the movie. Luckily, I don't even think I got a single copyright strike on that video. So I basically said that for nothing. Yeah, save and continue.
The bigger they are.
What was I gonna do? Save and exit? Oh wait, how long has this gone on for? 22 minutes. By the way, if you just saw my character running into a wall, I was looking at the timer, and I was looking away from the screen. Hopefully I managed to, like, cleanly finish this level in just one video, I think, and not do anything else besides, like, maybe explore around the hub world a tiny bit or something. Because I don't like, and this happens too much, but I don't like that most of my Let's Plays just end in the middle of some level.
We'll see about that, Killer Croc.
Honestly, I wish I could plan it better and more cleanly end at the end of the level. Mostly because, often, after I record a Let's Play, I usually want to record more afterwards. After I finally get the Let's Play done. So like, or even no, not after I get the Let's Play done. I always want to record more, like, after I finish playing a level, and I'm just to meet, like, my deadline of, like, how much time I want the video to go on for, and you know, it's usually, like, my Let's Plays right now are 40 minutes. I debated switching them to, like, averagely being 50 minutes, and I don't know if I want to actually make that plunge. But I think a lot of my 40-minute Let's Plays end up just stretching out to 50 minutes just so that I can cleanly finish a full level or stage or something, or get to a good stopping point after I've already reached the 40-minute mark. So I might just make that change to 50 minutes, even though I'm a bit hesitant to do it. Actually, I guess what do I get from standing on that platform? I guess, like, after I build this, I don't know, I'll do it every so often. I forget what even happened because I stood on there. I was just domestic abusing Robin. Of course, I talked about the thing in another video about a certain YouTube series where Robin gets abused. Yeah. I don't know if I should bring up the whole talk again.